Let's talk about the first book I read by an author versus my favorite book I read by the same author, Tessa Bailey. The first book I read by her was It Happened One Summer, and after reading many books by her, my favorite is still It Happened One Summer. The only book that came close to beating that one was Fangirl Down. Carly Fortune. The first book I read by her was Every Summer After, and my favorite book by her is This Summer Will Be Different. I don't know what it was about this book, but I just connected so deeply to it, and I felt like I was actually in PEI with the way she had written the descriptions of the scenes and the places. Elsie Silver. The first book I read by her was Flawless, and my favorite is Heartless. There's just something about Kate Eaton that drew me to him. Laurie Gilmore. The first book I read by her was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and my favorite book by her is The Christmas Tree Farm. And I think that's mostly just because I love Christmas, and I just got such cozy, heartwarming vibes while reading this book. Catherine Center. The first book I read by her was Happiness for Beginners. I read it before I watched the movie. And then my favorite book by her is The Bodyguard. I laughed out loud so many times while reading this book, and I cannot wait for the movie to come out. Lynn Painter. The first book I read by her was Better Than the Movies, and after reading many more books by her, Better Than the Movies is still my favorite book by her. I'm very curious to know what your favorite books are by these authors, so let me know down in the comments.